Hi there and welcome to my game review for Winter Sale. In this review I'll explain what this game is, what to expect, and if it is a game I recommend to you. Now onto the review. What is Winter Sale? Winter Sale, also known as Summer Sale in the Steam store, is a satirical game that is centered on the Steam Winter Sale. The main layout of the game being a copy of the Steam application layout, with various jokes and memes present around Steam and computer culture. This game is a simulator of the Steam Winter Sale. As you may expect, the main objective of this game is to buy every game that is available on the store. Whilst this is a cheap indie game, there is a wide selection of settings on offer, such as changing the background colours, and in particular the amount of screen settings on offer. The game also covers most screen settings, ranging from 720 by 480 through to higher settings used on modern monitors. The amount of screen settings is impressive, as this game is playable on near enough any monitor. But sadly, the gameplay isn't as impressive, because the main point of the game is to buy every game on the Steam store. After you've spent the small amount of cash you have, you must earn money by playing 3 mini games. The first game being Dragon Errol, which is a mini game in which you are on rails and you play as a man in a tuxedo, and your objective is to jump over as many bushes as possible and collect as many coins as you can. This game is easy enough to play, albeit repetitive. This game is essentially a Turbo Pug style game. The second game you can play on is Glorious Cannon. In this game, the player has to protect a few blocks with memes written on them from planes that drop memes from them. With the cannon you are provided with, you must shoot down the planes to protect the blocks. This is the best game to earn cash from, provided you don't have an auto clicker. Lastly, the final game is Coin Train, which is a clicker game. In Coin Train, you have to press either mouse buttons to earn money in game. I don't recommend playing this game, as it is a great way to destroy your mouse. However, this game is the best game to play to get cash, provided you have an auto clicker. But these games will get repetitive over time, primarily because you need $150 in order to buy every game on the store. The game also makes cash hard to get, as their payout on the mini games is basic. That is, unless you use an auto clicker to get the cash. Considering that the games that you purchase on the in-game Steam store are to be seen as a reward, especially as you have to grind in order to play on them, the games purchased on the store aren't much of a reward. This is because the games are very basic and contain no instructions on how to play them, unlike the mini games, which have controls and set objectives. It is also more often than not that the games don't work either. However, I was kind of expecting there to be some jokes because the game is satirical, especially since the game doesn't hold back on the amount of jokes, as the game features plenty of memes, old PC jokes put in and or referenced in game. There are even jokes about the previous name for the game in this game, but sadly I do feel that the mini games that you earn cash on are better quality, particularly because they do actually work and you can play on them regardless of how repetitive and simplistic the mini games are. Overall, I would recommend that everybody should avoid this game like the plague, as it is a waste of time. Thankfully, this game is completable in under an hour. This is because the game has easy achievements and a few Steam cards to get, but other than that there is no real reason to play on this game.